New year, same old leftist nonsense when it comes to world politics and socialism. Oh yes, marching through Manhattan were protesters all hot and bothered that a dictator was captured by the United States government.
In a stunning announcement, President Trump posted on social media this morning that Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro has been captured and flown out of the country with his wife.
De la lealtad más absoluta.
It could mark a remarkable end to a repressive socialist regime that started in Venezuela back with Hugo Chavez in 1999.
But since we don't know history and we think the word socialism is a good thing, leftists like the inscrutable Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez responded to the Maduro arrest with this.
This is not about the drugs. If it was, Trump wouldn't have pardoned one of the largest narco traffickers in the world last month. It's about oil and regime change. And they need a trial now to pretend that it isn't, especially to distract from Epstein and skyrocketing healthcare costs.
Right. How long ago was that whole no kings thing you were yelling about? Like 2 months ago?
We say no kings, no dictators, free America!
And that's why they're mad that a dictator was captured. How does this work?
Because words are just words until action actually starts.
Word. President Donald Trump started the year with a bang, or rather a hang. Okay, so he didn't do that, but that would have been more in line with the type of torture that Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro practiced. Now it's Maduro's turn to feel the wrath.
Nicolas Maduro had his chance, just like Iran had their chance. Until they didn't and until he didn't. He effed around and he found out.
President Donald J. Trump reported the news with a very Trump-esque description.
It was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. If you would have seen what I saw last night, you would have been very impressed. I'm not sure that you'll ever get to see it, but it was an incredible thing to see.
I'm just imagining the scenario of Delta Force members bringing Maduro in the middle of the night, and then there's Trump in the Situation Room waiting for him.
You're fired.
Let me ask you this. How do you know you live in the most secure country?
Venga por mí! Aquí lo espero en Miraflores! No se tarde en llegar, cobarde!
God bless our troops! God bless America! And gentlemen, start your engine!
When the leader of the free world puts out on social media that announcement for the people, you feel pretty safe at home in America. Minnesota is a clown show that performs the worst magic tricks ever.
Minnesota has been under the spotlight for years for Medicaid fraud. One of the biggest fraud cases dates to the pandemic when a nonprofit called Feeding Our Future allegedly stole nearly $300 million intended to provide food for children.
Yep. And you Minnesotans have been led that entire time by the biggest of the clowns.
This is on my watch. I am accountable for this. And more importantly, I am the one that will fix it.
And fix it by calling out the real problem. The white men.
Look, it's not law-abiding citizens. If that were the case, there's a lot of white men should be holding a lot of white men accountable for the crimes that they have committed. I think this idea that the Somali community is to blame for this because they didn't do more, I think that's how we got into this.
He twisted that more than a Somalian shushumo. Look it up. And he sounded like our next magician, whom we are all supposed to totally believe is telling the truth about a daycare getting broken into and just, some documents were taken.
This is devastating news, and we don't know why this is targeting our Somali community.
Surely this is a legit institution, much like the Quality Learning Center.
The sign on the building read Quality Learning Center.
The sign says it all.
I give you the Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good.
What is this?
Well, what it is fraud. F-R-A-U-D. New York has just gotten even worse. New York City officially swore in Zohran Kwame Mamdani as its mayor. And the install was done by none other than socialist Bernie Sanders.
Thank you for giving us, from coast to coast, the hope and the vision that we can create government that works for all, not just the wealthy and the few.
Bernie, you don't quite look right. There's there's something missing.
U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders somehow managed to steal the spotlight with his supersized mittens. This photo of Sanders cutting a curmudgeonly figure in his grandpa chic mittens sent the internet into a meme frenzy.
I say bring back the mittens, but I'll wait if it means bringing back sanity.
We will govern without shame and insecurity, making no apology for what we believe. I was elected as a democratic socialist, and I will govern as a democratic socialist.
What?
We will replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism.
And what about the small business owners?
We're cooked. We're on the way to becoming a communist state. The city's in trouble. We're in trouble. Good luck.
Well, at least he has this person on his side.
But I've not been this excited about a politician in a really long time.
That's the Big Apple. Enjoy that bite.